Sophie Hardy and the Changeling Hybrid by M.R. Dale. Narrated by Leona Hall. Epilogue 2. Somewhere in the Amazon. The Encantado had completely lost track of how long he had been stuck in the ground. It could have been hours, or it could have been days. There was no way to tell now. The girl he knew as the one whose parents were looking for her was the one who had tossed him in, having caught him completely unaware. Then, to rub it in that bit more, she had brought her friends, including the one with the dad who had just been offered a job, or was he about to be offered one that would endanger the world? The Encantado was starting to get his times mixed up again due to him being stuck in the pit. Either way, he didn't like that girl. And the one who all the mythicals he had encountered knew as Sophie, the one who would save them all if she could find her way to Meliora. It started to rain, and the Encantado huddled down for another tropical storm, with only a few leaves and branches far above him to keep the rain off, and went to dream about those he had lost the last time the child snatchers had roamed the world. He had tried to climb out, but there was no escaping this prison without help. The girl with the lost parents clearly knew how to lay a trap, and he had well and truly fallen into this one, just like when the man, who also had dark hair like the girl, had caught him trying to reunite with those of whom he dreamt. He curled up in the corner of the pit, closed his eyes, and waited for the rain to stop. "How has my life ended up like this?" he thought to himself. After a few minutes of failing to shelter successfully, the Encantado was caught off guard by the sticks and leaves being moved to one side above him. Someone had made an opening. Someone wanted him to escape. Then, a makeshift wooden ladder made of rope and branches was hurled down to him. Someone really wanted him to escape. Not needing to think twice, the Encantado gripped tightly to the bottom rung and started to haul himself up. As he got closer to the edge of the pit, a figure came into view. It was wearing a dark hood and a long cape so its face was concealed, but as he climbed out of the top, the figure removed his hood and an old man with glasses and a bald head was revealed. The Encantado knew the face of this man. He was one of the humans in charge of locking the mythicals up. This was Alton King. "The children have failed," King said, to which the Encantado did not reply. "They have heard mention of Meliora. I need to get there to prevent catastrophe, but I have never had the means to." "How?" the Encantado replied. "By getting you in there to let me in," King replied. "When the time comes, you must open the door." The Encantado nodded like he knew exactly what King was talking about. He knew of Meliora, but not of the door. The occupants of Meliora would be sure to help him. They helped everyone, even former occupants of the underworld such as himself and his old acquaintance Lycan. All mythicals were welcomed there, but they had to find you, not the other way around. "How do I get in?" the Encantado asked. "I have long dreamt of going to Meliora to help find my—" "They will come for you in the next few days," King replied. "Then you must go in and be perfect to be accepted. A time will come, though, when new memories will form in your mind. That is the time to open the door," King explained, and the Encantado knew he was holding information back, but didn't want to call his saviour into question. "Why do we need to do this?" the Encantado then asked. "Because we have word that Condenar is coming, and our world needs to be ready," King replied. The Encantado had heard the stories. An angry alien was taking over planets and was seeking revenge on Earth in particular for a heinous crime the world had committed. If life as he knew it was to be protected, then Meliora was where he must go. "I will do as you ask," the Encantado replied, the mention of the name Condenar sending nervous shivers down his spine. "What will you do?" "The children have failed and need replacing," King said. "With whom?" the Encantado asked. "I have found one who I believe is perfect for a mission such as this," King said, sounding like he had exhausted every other option. "Who is it?" the Encantado questioned. Before King disappeared, he looked his newest ally dead in the eye and simply replied, "Monita." The Sophie Hardy Saga was written and produced by Emma Dale and narrated and produced by Leona Hall. If you enjoyed it and would like to continue to follow the adventures of Sophie and her friends in coming episodes, then please subscribe through one of the many podcast providers out there. The links for each of these can be found on our website. If you require more information, visit our many social media channels, or if you would like to purchase a hard copy of the book, then be sure to check out www.sophiehardysaga.com. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy.